Welcome everybody to Waterbox Live, coming at you every Wednesday, 6 p.m. Eastern. Make sure you hit that like button, helps us out a lot, as well as subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell.
Today we are adding inverts to the peninsula. We've got the giveaway, we've got extra giveaways. It's going to be a great episode.
Yeah, so guys, stick around. We're going to get it started. Maybe I'm seeing.
All right, we are back.
It's off a little bit. Yeah, we're back, you guys. we're just looking at the camera. Oh, there we go.
It was a little crooked.
You guys see that up on the screen? Make sure you follow me and Jess on Instagram there, Rich_Waterbox, Jess_Waterbox.
Yes, I'm actually like getting mine active, so I'm like totally on top of it.
If you guys want to see some unique content from us directly, definitely go check it out.
Check it out. But we've got an awesome show tonight because this is the week 4 of the Peninsula 15, the Peninsula Mini 15 that we have been doing as an invert-only type of tank. You can watch all the way from the beginning and just see from basically out of the box setup. We've added 1 round of inverts, 1 round of corals, and now is our final batch of stuff to go into it.
Lots of cool stuff.
As just like a really cool nano invert system. We're doing no fish, and it's looking this is really cool. I like it. Yeah. We have some really awesome stuff to add to it today that we're they're provided by Worldwide, has been doing all the livestock and corals for this build.
Yeah, I love this build because it's unique. It's not what you typically see. Ton of really cool inverts, honestly, that I've never even seen or kept. So,
I'm an invert geek, so.
Yeah, a lot of really cool ones. I was just taking a peek in the bucket. Really neat. I know there's a lot of people in here that want to win some stuff. We're giving away a lot of stuff this episode.
Should we list it off?
Yeah.
All right.
So, 2 Worldwide Corals gift cards. We're going to give away some swag. And of course, a Peninsula Mini 15 Plus edition, which is we're showing on today's episode as well as the previous 3. So
a lot of winners today. So you got the grand prize, you've got the shirts, the gift cards, and then you get to see some really, I think, unusual inverts going into this tank and kind of rounding it all out.
Yeah.
In that one.
If you guys haven't already, well, did we close the?
It's closed, right?
It is closed. I have already drawn the winner.
All right, yeah, so okay.
All right. Yeah, so don't go sign up. It closed at the start of the episode. So if you guys, I guess that's that.
Well, that went nowhere.
Go sign up, but it's already closed.
Yeah, so that's why you should be liking and subscribing to us, because you know whenever new episodes come up, and then we're always doing some kind of giveaways. We've got cool builds, so you got to be in the know. Yeah. So you need to follow us on YouTube.
That's why they're all here. These guys already signed up.
That's true. They're all waiting. They want to know who wins. Hopefully they're not here just for that, and they want to see some cool stuff going to
of course they do.
The aquarium. But, you know, we're going to keep you around until the end. Anyway, so do we have anything else to talk about before we do this?
I don't think so.
No? Should we just...
You can get to it.
All right.
Again, you guys, we are giving away some stuff that you didn't have to fill out or sign up for. The currency to win those items is activity in our stream. So, you know, ask questions, engage, and my team back here will pick a few lucky people.
Yep,
for that.
and also they're going to be grabbing questions. So if you have questions, put them in the comments. They're going to try and grab as many as we can fit in. Today it can be about this tank, anything, water box, fish, you know, that stuff. So as I say, you can get your knowledges today.
Yes. And if you want to get your knowledges t-shirts, we did drop some new t-shirts on the apparel store, so go check that out. And I do want to give a big thanks real quick to Worldwide Corals for sponsoring this series with the inverts and some of the really cool stuff that we're putting in here. So thank you for that. If you don't know who Worldwide Corals is, go to worldwidecorals.com. You'll learn real quickly.
Yes.
In the Peninsula Mini build page, we have a section dedicated to the stuff they provided. Yeah,
so you guys can still head over to the Peninsula Mini page, and you can scroll down to the bottom of the page. It'll show you the different invert packs as well as the inverts that we put in the tank.
All right. So one of the first things is over here. We put them in this. Kind of hard to see, but we have some sexy shrimp and pom-pom crabs, which I've talked about most of this build of wanting to get, and they were able to get them. Not an easy find sometimes. But we shot a little bit of video of them a little bit earlier as they're acclimating, so you can really see them up close. So,
so beautiful.
There's the pom-pom crab, really awesome. And what he's holding in his little hands is actually tiny anemones that are living. And he will feed them and take care of them. He picks up food with them. He can actually split them in half if one dies or he loses one, or sometimes he'll give one of his friend pom-pom crabs one if they're missing one of theirs. And then you got some sexy shrimp that seem to be wanting to take hitchhiking rides on the pom-pom crab. And these guys are cute. You can see them in the back. They just sit on stuff and kind of shake their butt. So they're called sexy shrimp because, well, you know, they're sexy. They're sexy shrimp. So they're super peaceful. These are smaller. They will all get bigger, but they are definitely some nano type inverts that are a lot of fun. You don't see them too often, but you can really appreciate them in something like this. If you're going to go put them in a 50, 100-gallon tank, you're never going to see them. So it's really fun to be able to do something that can kind of highlight some of those really unique inverts. So we're going to get these guys in here first because they are the smallest ones going in.
Those guys are so cool. You look at that pom-pom crab and it looks like, it's like, how did that even happen? It's like someone painted on that thing to give it such an intricate, like, kind of like look.
Yeah, so they've all been acclimated, so I'm going to put them in here. Try not to break that glass thing. And then I'm going to try and put them in real gentle. I don't.
Did he
go over
to me?
No, switch to this camera.
Switch to me.
There we go. So Mr. Pom Pom's coming out first. I'm going to let him go down to a rock. Look at him go. And he'll get a lot bigger.
Noelle says they're twerking shrimp.
Yes, that is true. I'm going to put these guys near the Maxi Mini. In hopes that they will kind of host on it, because it is something that they would possibly want to twerk or shake their butts on. But they all ran away, so that's part of just inverts. Like, you're not going to usually have them pick their spot right away. But so one's down there right on that front coral, and hopefully they're going to find that little Maxi Mini, one sitting next to it, and, you know, do their thing up there. So those guys are in, and then if you want to take a peek into the bucket, the rest of our cool inverts are here.
Creepy spider crab. I've been having a lot of spider dreams lately.
Rich was so excited I got this for him.
Not cool. Okay.
So he's
like a daddy long leg or something.
Yeah, he's not exactly feeling these things going in here. So something kind of cool. I don't know if he's going to come out while we're just. But this is a cocoa worm. Very similar to feather dusters as far as like their actual worms, and the feather apparatus is what they use for feeding. I'm going to put him out of here because he's more filter feeding. Does not really care about the light. And let him kind of be a nice bit of color in there. We'll see if maybe he comes out a little bit later, but that's the front of his tube. And you'll see it kind of poke out. I would say probably by maybe as we put a few more things in there. He'll go in there. So I'm going to put the stuff I can just grab with my hands in here. We got a little yellow cucumber. So this is pretty cool. They come in like regular brown to nice like whitish with yellow. And these guys are going to clean the sand. I'm just tuck them in somewhere. So they have like little sticky little holder things that they use to kind of stick them to rocks, and they move around. They eat sand. They eat the waste out of it, and then they poop out clean sand. So they're actually really good cleaners. They do. They make out little poop sand piles.
Yeah.
They do. Leave them around the tank. So they're really good cleaners. They clean up a lot of detritus and waste and stuff like that in your aquarium. One in this size aquarium is plenty. If he gets really big, we would have to upgrade him to a larger tank, but for right now he's nice and small, and he'll be perfectly good in here. And he'll keep it nice and clean for us. So I'm going kind of like
Will he climb the rocks?
Yeah, he'll wedge himself through rocks, go under into the sand. He can bury himself. He's really just going to be cleaning up just waste and detritus and stuff. So he's going to be really useful in here. Something else kind of cool that is actually going to be more of a filter feeder is a flame scallop.
Can you move the bucket down there?
So this is going to be a filter feeder. We are going to have to feed heavier in here, which is kind of the plan, to spot feed the inverts and filter feeders. And then with this size tank, just do small weekly water changes. So I'm going to put him there. He too can move where he wants. but they're not light dependent. So it's going to be fully filter feeding only. So they are a little bit more like hard to keep.
See that shrimp right there in front
I know, there's a little sexy shrimp in there.
Twerk away, buddy. Twerk away.
I know we need to play some club music in there with them, get them up there just twerking together. These are things we talk about.
It gets a little weird around here.
Oh, there he goes.
Oh, see ya.
Move
See you later.
around. So we'll see. He can move himself. But yeah, just something kind of unusual. Going for some cool inverts. And
Someone asked how big that bucket is.
This is a 2.5 gallon bucket.
Yeah, 2.5. They all think it's a water box bucket.
We should make buckets.
We should, but I'll let you guys know a little secret. That's just a sticker.
Why are you taking away the magic?
I ruined the magic, didn't I? So many people over the longest time have thought, oh, I want a water box bucket.
That'd be
well,
cool.
We'll get you a white bucket and a water box sticker. You got a water box bucket.
Dude, a knowledge sticker.
Yeah.
Do you have those?
Yeah,
Put
I do.
them up here.
Yeah, where did
I?
Here, a second ago.
Yeah.
Get you some of these knowledge stickers.
Mm-hmm. Check us out. Yeah.
Yeah, put that on your bucket.
Put that in your bucket. Your knowledge
Put
bucket.
some knowledges in your bucket.
All right, this is blood shrimp. Gonna be really
Keep it
peaceful.
together, Jess. Keep it together.
I'm good. So these are really neat. They're a little bit more shy than cleaner shrimp, but they are super bright, and you can't go wrong with that punch of red color in there, and they'll still be nice and active. Just not quite as out and about as a cleaner shrimp. Sometimes they can hide a little bit, but in the size tank, there's not but so many places to hide.
Yeah.
So you got to always enjoy them. Look
that
at them.
beautiful aquascape going on that you're going to see.
Yeah, so the reason
lot more than the normal scapes.
Like I said from the beginning, the reason I chose escape and this way I did it this way was because I knew with the inverts, some of them like to kind of hang or be in underhangs and overhangs this way. Even if they're trying to hide, you're going to be able to find them and see them pretty well. But they'll still have plenty of room to feel like they're hiding. So he's going to go wander off and do his thing.
Excellent choice of inverts, Jess. These are really cool.
I do love the inverts. So
which one of these are the hardest to find, though?
Actually, right now, I would say the sexy shrimp and pom-pom crabs are very hard to find. They're hit or miss already, but this kind of time of year tends to be harder for a lot of inverts. So I can say that Worldwide's definitely worked really, really hard to find these. Because every week I'm like, dude, I need the sexy shrimp and pom-poms. You've got to find them. But they're really not readily available. So this is Rich's favorite.
Is this the creep spider?
And he's going to love him.
It's like a heavyweight.
There he is.
The heavyweight daddy long leg. That's what it looks like to me.
Yeah, so this is an arrow crab. This is the decorator version. And he will probably pull a zoo or like a piece of clove here or there and actually put it onto him as like decoration, small pieces of shells and sand and algae will use to decorate himself. They can be a little bit aggressive. He's a small one. I'm going to make sure that he gets food every day. Any crab can be aggressive if they're not fed enough. So you do want to, if you're going to put something like an arrow crab in your aquarium, make sure that they're getting enough food, and it'll be easy to spot feed them in here.
Some people aren't liking it also. I don't know. I'm just saying. That's what nightmares are.
I hate spiders. It is
but
like,
that's okay.
But for some reason, arrow crabs, I'm like, these are so cool. But it could be the smallest little spider. And I'm like, oh.
Okay, so I don't like spiders either, but there's two spiders that I don't mind, a crab spider and a tarantula.
Aren't the crab spiders? Oh, God, what?
Tarantula?
What? Aren't the crab spiders like those huge ones?
No, they're the ones with they're like a garden spider with they have like a shell on their back.
I do not know of these.
Yeah.
I don't want to know about
these. I
these.
like big spiders.
I look
I
like
don't
really
know, something
big,
about
deadly
tarantulas.
spiders.
They're like furry. I don't know. But that. Those long
That
legs.
no-go?
It is really cool though. It is really cool, especially when they start decorating themselves, right?
Yeah, so he's like completely what we call naked right now. He's gonna pick up algae, rocks, shells, snip off little pieces of coral, and actually decorate himself and kind of walk around with all that stuff in there. So this tank's looking pretty cool. And this is why our main focus isn't corals or anything. It's really an invert tank with just a few things in there. You're gonna bond with him. You're gonna name him, and you're gonna eventually.
I don't think so. I feel like he's already on me.
All right, we are gonna move on because we're just gonna have like more nightmares coming through from here. The rest are kind of cool, like little. Okay, that's down there. So these guys, I'm gonna put them up front so you can see them as they come out. Are blue knuckle hermit crabs, And we did before put in some scarlet hermit crabs, which were cool, bright red legs. These guys get bigger, and we let them come out for a second, and are just absolutely beautiful.
Oh, there he is, saying hello.
So it's got blue and black striped legs, nice bright like orange antenna and eyes, and you can see look at them.
I think they need names. You guys should tell us what these two names are.
Yes, they should have names.
Yeah, we need like a good
like
name for both of them.
So yeah, these are really neat. They're gonna be just like crabs, scavengers, clean up fish food, fish waste. Anytime you have bigger crabs, do make sure that they get some kind of food, because he could go after small, like other crabs or something if they're really hungry. They're carnivores is what they're gonna do to survive. But just as long as they're fed well. But they're just so beautiful.
They are.
And they get a little bit bigger than that.
Looking for digging around for food.
Yeah, these guys are going to get, this tank's going to be really clean. We're going to spot feed really well. And then keep everyone nice and harmonious. But it's starting to look nice and full in here.
I'm looking down. Lots of names coming through for that.
Okay, so we're going to take some suggestions.
Krabby and Patty, Roger and Melinda. Jess and Rich. Hank and Ollie, Bert and Emmy.
I like Krabby.
So far, none that I can't read. Fred and George.
Oh, that's good. I think Krabby and Patty. That's pretty cute.
Yeah, I like that one.
I don't know if we want to name crabs. I don't know if we want to name crabs after ourselves, because like, if like I kill Rich, because like you know that could get
karma or
that could get really bad.
bad.
Next episode, well, what happened to the other one? Rich killed Jess. I don't know, and it would not go well. So
you know which one is which.
I know. By their shells, I guess.
You guys are keeping it clean today. I swear there was going to be something that was like, oh, I can't read that one.
That's good. All right.
Dinner and lunch.
So this one here, I'm going to show you, is a money cowry. Super beautiful shiny shell. Has some cool decoration to it. And I don't know how much he'll come out once I put him in here. He actually has like his foot and everything that comes up and around part of his shell. These guys are super good algae eaters. Completely peaceful, just gonna go around and clean the tank of algae. So I'm not sure if he's gonna come out too much for us. But you can see like that, got some like this, like the shiniest shell.
It's like high gloss.
Oh, I see him, he's coming. Do it, do it.
You can do it.
Well, his little tentacles coming out. See his little front tentacle? Those little eye tentacles. So he's gonna be on the move. So these guys are just gonna be clean algae. Aww.
That's pretty cool.
See, inverts are awesome. They don't get enough love.
If you guys don't have a water box, you already have a water box, this is a really cool tank that you could set up.
You can see the blood shrimp in the back. So he's all scooting on. Very cool. Let me know we got one left. All right, last one. This guy's so cute. So, this is a little itty bitty baby
nice.
pincushion urchin. So he is small, which keeps him okay in here. I'm gonna put like a little bit of like sea veggie pieces in here for him to eat because there's not enough algae. But he's gonna graze around the rocks, be a good cleaner. But I'm gonna actually give him extra algae for being a smaller tank. As he gets bigger, he'll get moved up to one of our other tanks here, where he has more room and more algae and stuff like that. So we do have the supplemental feed in here. Would you see like all his little legs? Mm-hmm. Those TVs are off.
Oh.
So all those little sticky things coming out, they actually help him move around. He will also grab shells, small hermit crabs, small snails, anything that is loose and stick it to himself as like camouflage. So these guys are gonna have a crab and an urchin running around here with bits and pieces of all kinds of stuff, which is totally cool. We'll put small little pieces of coral in here just for them to have some cool decoration.
Yeah,
so
pick 'em up.
The goal is really for the inverts. So
look at that shrimp.
Look at him. There's your crab.
Creepy.
Should we call him Little Rich?
They are really neat, I'm not going to lie, but it also is kind of creepy. It's like an underwater spider.
It is. It's definitely an underwater spider. So those are some cool additions for this week. Like I said, that's pretty much it. We might add corals as it goes, here and there. But, that's pretty much maxed out on, I think, inverts and different types and stuff. let the corals grow in, maybe throw in some more frags or whatever, fill in as we go. But it was a lot of fun. Yeah. I love being able to focus on something completely different.
Yeah, it was really
And no, the Invert-Only is they're like all my favorite things in there.
Yeah, that's really cool.
So
again, you guys, you got to stick around until the end here because we are going to be giving away some swag, some gift cards, as well as drawing, which I think we've already drawn the winner for the Peninsula Mini 15
announced
plus.
The winner.
Yes.
But I think we're going to have questions we're working on. I'd love to actually hear, like, so, you know, we do a lot of different builds. This is, like, one of our first kind of invert-only. Like, what are other ideas that people think is really cool? Like, kind of, like, themed or different type of scenarios. So, like, we're always looking for ideas of what people want to see, you know, what they think is cool.
And if you guys haven't already, head over to our Facebook group. Make sure you join that. If you're a Waterbox owner, if you're looking to buy a Waterbox, you get lots of great ideas from our different owners that have setups.
Oh, yeah.
They post them there every day. Hundreds of thousands of different tanks. So definitely check that out.
Yeah, the Facebook group is really, really active. There's tons of people. A lot of people are getting their water boxes now and looking for a lot of advice or inspiration. And there's just a number of people that post their tank and like progress shots and just like the cool things that they're doing, different scapes and beautiful corals. If you ever need ideas or inspiration, there's so much of it there.
And if you have questions, all these guys are
the best people.
Helpful when it comes to, you know, if you're new to the hobby, if you're experienced, it doesn't matter. Also, if you're in freshwater or saltwater, we got planted guys in there doing planted aquariums.
We have a lot of freshwater tanks going on right now. It's really beautiful. So pretty much anything you could need, check out that group for sure.
Yep.
Got a couple questions for you.
All right, we got some questions.
Lizzie says, how low should the water be in those peninsulas?
Well, they can only go but so low because they have the overflow teeth that goes into the sock. Yeah. So they're going to stay at a pretty consistent level. If you fill up your back chambers like too much, the water will be higher, but it's going to kind of self-regulate its height.
Yeah. As long as the water's not too low in the back, the front chambers should stay relatively.
Yeah.
Okay. A lot of clicking over here.
Yeah. Tyler C., which one of these guys are good for diatoms on rocks and sand? So your sand cleaners are going to be the cucumber, mostly on this one. For your rock, the hermits, I guess the hermits would be good for the sand too because they're just naturally walking through it. But the hermits will kind of stir that up. Diatoms, not a lot of stuff likes to eat diatoms, but honestly, you're probably better off with like seraph snails, trochus, and those basic type of snails because they're going to clean surfaces of the rock a lot better. But a cucumber is great for the sand bed.
Yeah. Bots28 says, is that Fiji pink sand in there? Love the white color. Is it giving any problems because of the small grain size? I think that is Fiji pink.
It is Fiji pink. And it's not small. Like, I personally love Bahama Oolite, but that's even smaller even finer, grain size. Yeah. So Fiji pink is a nice middle ground because it is a nice bright color. The grain size isn't super small. You don't want to go real chunky in most tanks anyway, so it's a really good mix of the two. And it's what we use on 90% of our builds is the Fiji pink. Yeah. On occasion we've done the Oolite, but we usually use the Fiji pink in there.
I'd even go as far as saying it's probably CaribSea's most popular saltwater sand for sure. Probably second after that, maybe the Oolite.
Maybe the Oolite, yeah.
But, I mean, it's a really good go-to.
It doesn't kick up with flow. No. Yeah, it's good enough for all the stuff like to be in the sand because you don't want to get too chunky if you want a lot of the sand sifting like snails and stuff like that. If you want to have stuff that needs to burrow, pistol shrimp and stuff like that, you would want to kind of put extra shells or chunks in there for them to work with, and they'd be able to build caves and tunnels that way.
Yeah. Thanks for the question. That was good.
Now they're coming in.
Oh, okay.
All right, so here's another one.
Doopy Rot, Valentine, do you advise to place additional empty shells in case we have hermit or not needed? Yes, always if you have hermit crabs and stuff, have some extra shells in there, especially if you notice that they're starting to get big in it. Always a good idea. If a snail dies or something, clean out the shell, put it back in. You can usually go to your local fish store and ask for some extra shells because they usually have them. They sometimes have them for purchase, sometimes they'll give them to you. But sprinkle in a good amount because 2 crabs will fight over the nicest shell. And then one of them loses and has no shell. So definitely make sure that there's some variety in there for them.
Got one here. I want to throw this one out there because I think it's valuable.
Paul Lynn says, do your dealers offer financing the same as your Waterbox site does on their website? So Paul, yes, some dealers do, some select dealers do around the country. I don't know where you are in the country, but we do have, it's not a tremendous amount, but I would suggest just calling them and seeing, or you can call our support team and find out who does offer financing. If they don't, you can always, they can still support you either way, or you can hop on the website.
John, hello John again. Would you recommend a quarantine tank or freshwater dip for inverts before entering the display tank? No, I never do. You don't want a freshwater dip. That's going to kill most of them or be really, really stressful. Quarantine tank, you could, but I think what I do is I acclimate them and then I take them out of the water. So like if there's, say, parasites or something in the water, you would have less likely of transferring those. But the inverts themselves generally don't carry pests. And you can't dip them in a coral dip. You can't freshwater dip them. Put them in a quarantine tank. You're just going to look at inverts in a quarantine tank. I don't know. Really I've just never done it.
Yeah.
I just don't think it's necessary because they don't carry enough disease.
Yeah, I'd be interested to see what you guys have done because I know there's a lot of people that have, you know, some experienced hobbyists in here. What do you do? That's what we do. We don't bother with it, but
I've just never heard of anyone who's gotten like a disease brought in because of an invert.
Typically
unless you take all the water and like dump it in.
Yeah, you're typically going to get it from the other corals.
Corals, fish, or maybe in the water column.
Yeah.
So.
Thank you, John. Great question. Shisham Blue. Gotta love the YouTube names. How many fire shrimp could you put in that tank?
Well, we have a fire shrimp and 2 cleaner shrimp. You could do the same as just all fire shrimp. They're community. They don't really care. The main thing is, like just said, if you have a tank like this where there's not going to be much fish waste or any of that, you need to make sure everyone's getting enough food. Making sure even if you require spot feeding, give them a little bigger chunks of meaty stuff, mice, small pieces of krill, whatever, to make sure that they're getting enough food so they don't get aggressive. But there's not really a limit on shrimp. They just kind of hang out.
Yeah.
Yeah. As many as you want within reason.
Get you some shrimp. So again, you guys, make sure you guys stick around. I see a ton of you in here. We're giving away, we're doing gift cards, we're doing shirts, and the main giveaway as well. Sam's Reef says, best corals for a clownfish to host in a new tank. Not a coral.
Well, you shouldn't put an anemone in a new tank, but you can't say a clownfish would even host a coral, or they would even host an anemone, because it's up to them. Sometimes they take forever and never host. You can't tell them what to do. You can't. No. Don't try. If you wanted to put some stuff in that they might host in, you could look at torches, hammers, frog spawns, goniopores, but they're not really beginner corals either. Beginner coral wise, I mean, very rarely, but I've seen clowns host mushrooms, clove polyps, xenia maybe. And
magnets, right?
I mean, I've seen like magnets or like random stuff, but you can't predict it.
No. Not at all.
So I wouldn't even put in coral for a clownfish because most likely he's going to disappoint you.
Yeah.
And if he does decide to host your coral and it's not a huge piece, he's going to kill it.
Yeah, which we experienced today. I was just going to bring that, or not today, but we've been experiencing that. I have a pair of clownfish that I've had probably for over a decade. They've never hosted anything, and then they decided they wanted to host this huge, what coral was that in there?
Elegant.
Yeah, the huge Australian elegance coral, and they beat it to hell. It was not a good, so we actually moved that coral. So
yeah, so just imagine it's in the 220 dream build. You can see that on YouTube. But this thing was like this big. I mean, it's a huge elegance. It's beautiful. It's grown. Then these clowns decided they want to host it. At first, it wasn't a big deal. Then they decided they want to breed on it. Yeah. So they started laying eggs on it, and then you couldn't feed it because they'd knock all the food off. They would like beat it into the sand. Yeah. And this thing has shrunk down to be pretty small, so we actually had to move it to another tank. I'm going to rehab it.
Move it to the frag.
But the problem is, now those clowns are moving over to goniopores in the tank. So, Don't do it for them.
They're going to get evicted to a fish-only tank soon.
Yeah. Don't do it. Don't do it for the clowns. Do it for yourself, okay?
Clowns do what they want.
Long duck dong. I need advice for someone. I think you're laughing over there. Anyone advice for someone that wants to do an invert tank for the first time? Actually, they're pretty easy, but do make sure that salinity swings are not a big deal. Temperature swings and nitrates and stuff have to stay pretty low because they are going to be sensitive. They're not. I mean, I would say some inverts are definitely not as forgiving as fish and corals.
Yeah, for
so
sure.
you do have to keep very stable conditions in there, but just have the proper stuff. An ATO, a good heater. Monitor your water quality and do your frequent water changes. Shirts.
Alrighty, you guys, we're gonna give away some shirts. Are you ready for it?
Ready? One of your
Do we have this? What happened to the sound effect?
Right here.
Unbelievable.
The winners are Paul Lind and Olivia Richmond. Congratulations.
Oliver Richmond.
Oliver Richmond. Huh?
Yeah, Oliver Richmond.
Okay. Yay!
Yay!
Congratulations.
Free shirts.
You get
Email
shirts.
support@waterboxaquariums.com.
And they'll take care of you.
Yeah.
Yes. What now?
You want to go right into the worldwide quote?
Just throwing the knowledges. You're throwing knowledges.
Yeah. We're throwing knowledges, we're dropping knowledges, it doesn't matter.
All right.
We're just having a good time. We appreciate you guys being here.
Are we doing more questions or are we going to do all the giveaways?
Let's do the giveaway, so I don't have any more questions ready.
Okay. All right, so it's going to be the Worldwide Coral gift cards?
You're going to do 2 of them, right?
Yes.
Whenever you
Dun, 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 dun.
Ready? Winners are...
Boom! Rachel Johnston and Charlotte McCain.
Congratulations,
you guys. Again, email support@Waterbox Aquariums. They will get you hooked up.
And you can get invert packs, corals, all that stuff on their website. Go into their store if you're lucky enough to be in the Central Florida area. Yep. Can't go wrong, and that'll get you started on something cool for your aquarium.
Yeah.
Hopefully your water box.
Yes. Better be.
Better be.
They might magically get deactivated. I don't know. I'm just saying.
Are you threatening people?
No.
Just watch. You don't have to. You will. You don't have to. He's like the muscle around here. He's gonna like.
I'm just kidding.
All right. I don't know when we're ready for the other one. If we're doing that right away.
We're ready for the grand prize winner.
Okay.
You want to go ahead and let them know that we didn't pick this, how we went through the process, so that it's all fair.
Yeah, sure. So you guys, we did already pick the winner for the grand prize. The way we did this is you guys signed up. You saw, if you signed up, you saw we do it right on the website. You put your email address in. There's some social actions that get you more entries, and we randomly draw them through a software called Viral Sweep. So we have picked that winner, and we're ready to draw it.
Oh man!
Here we go, you guys.
It's a big drum roll.
Good luck.
Winner is
Boom, David Posey.
Congratulations!
Congratulations, David. I don't know if you're in here. If you are, give us the big thumbs up or say
hopefully
I'm
you're
here.
watching, because that would be way more exciting if you just watched it. So this is the Peninsula Mini 15 Plus Edition, which comes with a prime light and arm, and an invert pack from Worldwide Corals.
Can't beat that.
You are up and on your way to your very own Peninsula Mini 15 invert. Do something
looking,
cool like this.
I'm looking if I see David Posey in here. Come on, David. Come on, David. Come on. You better be in here.
That's. Oh man, David. Okay, I don't think so. That's okay.
No, it's all good.
It's good. But you yourself can get a Peninsula Mini on our website. Shipping, good to go. With the light, check it out.
Yeah.
So everyone can have their Peninsula Mini and make it do something cool like an invert, like something unusual with the Nano, which is fun.
Yeah. Again, I see 300 and plus people in here. I'd love it if all 300 of you can just smash that like button. It helps us out tremendously.
Yeah, that thumbs up needs to go up.
Yeah. So
come on, guys.
Do us a favor, smash that like button. We are here every single week at 6 p.m. Eastern, rain or shine. So
we're in a building, but yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if it's raining.
You know, we're here.
Jeff, back me up here.
It's really cold. Okay, Florida's really cold right now.
It's really cold.
It's like
a whole
37 degrees
really?
in the morning. No, tomorrow morning it's 37 degrees.
All right, that's too cold.
It's not right.
Yeah.
We can't handle this.
37 degrees and sunny. It's terrible.
It's terrible. We can't do it. Anyway, we're back next week.
Yeah,
doing something.
we are. We're back every week.
I think we're gonna end this now.
Is that it? Do you have anything else?
That's it, man. I like
All right.
We're ready with,
All right, we will see you guys next week. Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, thank you guys so much. We'll see you next week.
Yeah.
Thank you all for watching. Remember, we're live on Facebook and YouTube, so make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and hit those notifications.
We're live every Wednesday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Join us next week. Thanks for watching.